Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Flyer69 coming at you guys today with episode 17 of the Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode. And here we are, back-to-back seasons in the Eastern Conference Finals, once again taking on the best team in the East this year, the Florida Panthers. Now, last year, if I'm correct, we were the best team in the East. This year, not so much. Florida is the best. And by 2 points, it's not that much of a margin, but you look at their win total, they had 4 more wins than us. Yes, we had less regulation losses and more overtime losses, but that means, I guess that means they can put a full 60 minutes together better than we can, which is probably true. We went over some of the team stats last episode, where the goals for, we were better. They were like one of the best teams goaltending and defensively. Obviously, in net, they got Spencer Knight, obviously. But what else do they got around the rest of the team? Forward lines, I assume Barakov, Matty Tkachuk, Nicholas Backstrom, Sam Reinhart, Anton Lundell, Sam Bennett, Jason Dickinson, Christian Vesalainen, Gustav Nyquist, Eetu Listerinen, I don't know how to say. Vinny Nostroza returns. Gustav Forsling, Aaron Ekblad, defensively they're weak. They're weak defensively. Sherratt, Severson, Alexander Carrier, and Ludwig. I mean, that's not that great defensive. And unless there's someone hurt. No, wait. They have a pretty good damn winger that they're not playing, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting that they're not playing that kid, and he's pretty good. That is a little bit of an interesting tactic, but that top six is very, very good. Nicholas Backstrom's on the first line. Personally, I don't think he should be on that first line. Probably you could put someone else up there, like Bennett or Lundell or whatever, but I guess it makes sense. He makes some plays. The playmaker dishes it out. I guess it works, but man, there's going to be a deadly top six we're going to go against. And honestly, in net, Spencer Knight and Scott Wedgewall is in net. I call him Wedgewall. I know it's Wedgwood. I know. We call him Wedgewall around here, okay? Wedgewall is the backup. Hopefully we don't face him, but Spencer Knight, I mean, a 947 save percentage on a 154 goals against and 1 shutout so far in these playoffs. They're going to be, I mean, that's a hell of a goalie we're going against. But you know who's better? Our goaltender, Carter Hart. That's who's better. We ain't afraid of Spencer Knight. We got Carter Hart. He's better. He is better. Yes, his overall might be lower. Yes, Spencer Knight's stats might be better. But he's not better. Carter Hart is him. Spencer Knight, he's got a long way to go. He's still young. Hart, he's young and won a cup already. He has a little more experience than Spencer Knight. Hart's better. All I can say. I mean, he had a hell of a year this year. He's had a hell of a playoff so far. I mean, we love Carter Hart around here. Honestly, these lines, fourth line, Jaden Schwartz, Ross Colton, Bobby Brink, like to see a little more production out of them. Third line's been very good. Hayes has stepped it up in the playoffs. If you guys remember, if you watched in the regular season, he was dog ass. He was terrible. And this year, in these playoffs, he steps up. He rises to the occasion. That's why he's the captain. Like I said last episode, I don't really give a fuck if he's trash in the regular season as long as he steps up in the playoffs. And if he stinks in the playoffs, that's when I would have had a problem. But he stepped up big time, and he's done great. How about the second line? The old fuck line. Well, it's not an old fuck line. You got Young and Joel Farabee, but the other two, they're old. They're both, 38? Yeah, Zuccarello and Giroux, they're having a good playoffs, but I think there is a potential possibility that we're going to have to mess with these lines at some point maybe this round. That is a potential possibility. I said first line, Konechny, Couturier, and our top points leader right now, Cutter Gauthier. He's been phenomenal. Defensively, Sanheim and York, they've been balling out together. I mean, they were balling out throughout the regular seasons together, so that was a great thing to see how they're doing. Provorov's having a hell of a playoffs right now, 5 points and a +9. Yuri Brizgalov has 1 assist, but a +12. So he's playing a little bit better defensively. He's taking a little bit of a step back on the offensive game, and he's stepped up defensively. Love to see it. Jake McCabe, acquisition at the deadline, had a hell of a run when he first got here. Not so much of a good run here in the playoffs. He has created 6 penalty minutes. Okay, I mean, that third line pairing hasn't been great, but it's okay. The rest of the top 4 defensive pairings have been good, so I'm not going to complain. So I'm happy to see that. And right before I started recording, I did scout, so I didn't, before I forgot, because there was a good chance I would have forgot. And I think I've come to conclusion on who I'm narrowing down my picks and who it's going to be when we are going to be drafting. Hypothetically, we're going to be picking around 30 to 32. And Yuri Sadikov, he's a two-way defenseman. He's going to be almost NHL ready right out the gates. I mean, he's going to be a hell of a defenseman that we can take. Or the other option that I'm going to be looking at for that pick is Zane Montoya. He is a sniper. He's not necessarily ready right away, but he has a great shot, good puck skills, okay stats everywhere else. And now the problem with going the defenseman with Sadikov is we have a ton of defensive prospects in the pool right now. We just drafted Damian Nielsen last offseason. He's an offensive defenseman. We got Cam York. He's an offensive defenseman as well. Obviously, what's his name? I'm going blank. Brizgalov. There it is. He's also another offensive defenseman, so that might be a problem. However, he's two-way, so that helps. And you look at the defensive pairings right now, you plug in, okay, in the future, he would probably replace McCabe. I would probably say McCabe, and then the other one, I guess, would replace Dermott. So, I mean, that's a possibility that we can do. We can draft another defenseman, or we go out and get a winger who can be good in it, maybe a little bit longer, but would fit the team a little bit better because we're going to need top goal scorers in the future eventually. Once Giroux retires, Zuccarello's probably going to be gone soon. But we already still have some good prospects that are going to be able to score, and they should be coming up like Holtonen. Holtonen is still yet not even sniffing NHL minute. He'll be up next season. And he's a sniper, so I'm very curious to see how he's going to do. Who else is down here that has not, or who's a prospect we're waiting on? Reiner Werke? Yep, he's another one. That's another one we're waiting on. See if he gets up there. We claimed him off waivers. Because obviously, Bykov, Siggy, yeah, there's still a lot of good prospects. Wingers, forwards, whatever. Fedorov as well. I mean, we have a bunch of, Xavier Bolt was another one. Waiting for him. He's getting low elite. It's going to take a little longer for him to develop, but yeah, it's another one. That's another prospect that we have in the pipeline. So that's going to be a thing we're going to have to think about when it's time. However, we have one task this episode. That's to win the Eastern Conference Finals and go back to the Stanley Cup Finals after we won it last year. Yet again, we are the defending champs. We're defending our throne. We want to win yet again and cement ourselves as a dynasty. That is the goal. That is the hope. And I believe we can do so. Now, Florida's going to give us a hell of a challenge. However, we have better defense. Forward lines are about even. And goaltending is about even. But where we have the edge, like I said, is defensively. We have the edge defensively. So hopefully that shines and we can beat the Panthers and go on to the Stanley Cup Finals for the second straight year. And also in the West, if you've noticed, the Colorado Avalanche are back in the Western Conference Finals in a rematch of last year's Conference Finals between the Oilers and the Avalanche. The Oilers are going to want revenge. However, the Avalanche want revenge of losing the Cup Finals to the Flyers. Imagine that. So there is a potential possibility, a very slight potential possibility that we get Colorado Avalanche, Philadelphia Flyers, round 2 in the Stanley Cup Finals. That is a possibility. I hope it happens. I really do hope it happens. If we go to the finals, I want to play Colorado again, just to beat them again. That's all. I just want to do it again. Let us beat us. It'd be like a Detroit Red Wings, Pittsburgh Penguins 08-09 kind of ordeal. That'd be pretty sick. However, I've talked long enough. We're all here to see the Eastern Conference Finals, and we can get to the finals. It's time. Let's fucking go. Game 1 in Florida. Let's go. All right, let's see how we do. Florida's really mopped the floor with their competition throughout these playoffs. And let's see what we can do. Power play early. We cannot score. However, Sean Couturier from the right side circle gives us the lead early. 1-0. How about Zuccarello? The old bastard. Second liner scores. Oh, the second line. The old bastard line. Giroux and Zook. That makes it 3-0 to start off this first period. And going into the second, 3-0? 3-0 going into the third. I mean, Spencer Knight. He hasn't faced it off juggernaut offense that is the Philadelphia Flyers. He has not faced it. He hasn't faced anything of the likes he's seeing right now. He is bamboozled right now. He's just flabbergasted facing this team. The reigning cup champs. We ain't going to be backing down from no damn fight from this Florida team. They're going to have to step it the fuck up. They want the cup from us. They're going to have to step up. They want to go to the finals. Because we ain't going to back down for nothing. Not for them. Not at all. Power play for Florida. Gets killed off. Great penalty kill, boys. They are getting more pressure, and as the shot does go in, they're down 2. They're down 2, 3-1. We're still up 2. That's all that matters. But they're getting a ton of pressure on net. They're getting a lot of shots. They're generating offense. So it's a little bit of a worry. They did play better this period. They played better than us, that's safe to say. However, they're still down 2. We're up 2. We're playing good. Hart, he's got 24 saves. He's doing Carter things. I ain't worried about it. Power play. Let's start this third period. Holy shit, what the fuck happened there? We kill off the 2-man advantage. Let's go. We have a 2-man advantage. We don't even score with it. Okay. Halfway through the... wedge wall. What happened, buddy? Yuri Brizgalov scored on you from the point. Gustav Nyquist scores from the right side boards. Yuri scores again. He owns wedge wall. Yuri Brizgalov yet again scores an absolute screamer. As I was saying earlier, we haven't seen his offense yet because he's taken a step back. Well, he took a step forward with the offense, and he scored 2 goals that game. And we win 5-2 against the Panthers and take Game 1 in Florida. Yuri Brizgalov, first star. Carter Hart, second star. Claude Giroux, third star. Great start, great start, great start, boys. That's not a good thing to see. Jake DeBrusk is hurt. Okay, well, that hurts a little bit. Who would we bring up? Jaden Schwartz? I assume we would have to put in Jaden Schwartz there, and we put in Isaac Ratcliffe. Yeah, we put Ratcliffe, and then power play, move up. I would say, is Frost not out there as is? No, he's not. I'd probably throw in Bobby Brink. Throw in Bobby Brink. Why not? He's a sniper. He can score. Throw in Bobby Brink. A little risky to have him play defense. He's on the smaller side, but it's okay. He'll get through it. Oilers take Game 1 against the Avalanche. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, let's go and do Game 2. Come on. Let's see if we can take the first 2 just like we took the first 2 in the other 2 series. Florida's coming out hot. They had a power play. We do kill it off. We have the power play. We don't score with it. But they're generating a little more offense. As I said, we even it up. It's neck and neck right now. Here we go. All right, 5 minutes remaining in the period. Still nothing. Shots are about even. Florida's getting a little bit away, a little bit ahead with the shots. However, we end the period 0-0. Nothing to show for either side. Okay, we are getting a slight bit outplayed, just a little bit. But that's okay. It's only the first period. Hart is doing a good job in that, as he always does, because Carter Hart is him. He's him, Himothy, whatever you want to call him. He's got that dog in him. He's got that dog mentality. He's the GOAT. Greatest Flyer goaltender of all time. And so far in this sim, okay, I know Bernie Parent. So far in this sim, he's establishing himself as the greatest Flyers goaltender, okay? Let's just say that. In this sim, I'm not talking real life. Even though in real life, he's fucking putting up a masterclass, too. I mean, he is. However, we need to generate a little more offense here. We need to get a little more going. Need to be a little more offense. We need to see that. However, we're playing good in net. Let's just get more shots on, generate more pressure. Just throw it on net. Spencer Knight will fold. He will fold if you just keep throwing it on. However, Panthers are throwing it on Hart, but he ain't folding because Hart's been here and he's done it before. Power play, it's a 5-minute major and we're not going to score with it at all. Okay, power play lines, that's going to get fixed if we can't score on a power play at all. That's 7 minutes worth of power play time in this period and we don't score, and Ben Sherratt scores from all the way from the left side boards near the blue line and he scores, and we're down 1. We're down 1 going into the third. Not ideal. However, it's only 1 goal. It's only 1. They're out shooting us by 5. It's killing us that we're not taking advantage of the penalties that they're drawing and not capitalizing on these power plays. We had a 5-minute major and we do nothing with it. And then another 2-minute power play and we do nothing with it. Can't be having it, boys. Can't be having it. We're going to make those changes to the lines. Maybe try something, spice it up. See if we can get the power play going next game. Because we didn't get anything going first game. Power play yet again. Unless they score here. Never mind. No, they don't. That's just fucking fantastic. Halfway through the third. Power play for the Panthers. We kill it off. Okay, but it's 6.5 minutes remaining. We need to score here. We're going to slow it down. Times 4. Can somebody step up and score and not get shut out? Spencer Knight heard my criticism and he's taking it up. Okay, that's fucking game. They get a power play and Matty Tkachuk scores on it. Power play goal with 50 seconds remaining and we get shut out. We got shut down massively. We only had 20 shots. We didn't really put on many shots for the rest of the last 8 minutes. We didn't do many shots at all. They outshot us by 11. They had more pressure. It was not a good game. Carter Hart first star though. Yeah, I guess they pulled the goal. I guess they pulled him, and they scored on the empty netter. So we had 29 saves, a 966 save percentage. Spencer Knight with a shutout. Ben Sherratt with a goal and 2 hits. Not ideal. That was not a pretty game for us. Not at all. Not pretty. However, they're only scoring 2 goals a game so far, even though they only scored once on Carter Hart last game. They've only scored 2 times in both games, so we are shutting them down defensively. We just need to have a better offensive game last time around. So it's a very big pivotal game 3 here in Philadelphia. However, before we get to that, we need to fix these power play lines. All right. Cutter Gauthier, he's staying on the first one. We know for sure. I think we could take off. I mean, nah, keep York. I'm going to say maybe take off Konechny or Farabee. Is either Konechny or Farabee that comes off. Let's hypothetically, we move Farabee. Why can't I? That. Okay, there we go. All right, put Giroux here, hypothetically. Put Giroux there. We'll put Cutter there because we can set him up for the one-timer. Giroux can set up the play at the left wing. Konechny on the defense. And on the second line, you got Farabee, Brink, Zuccarello, Brizgalov. Actually, I'm going to put, instead of Brizgalov, even though he's had a good run here, well, I mean, he had a good first game, maybe it would be smart, maybe to put, not Provorov, but like Sanai, maybe? I mean, you could put Provy in there. Nah, we'll rock with that, and then we'll take Brink out, and we'll throw in, I guess, Morgan Frost. I guess he's the only, I mean, Jaden Schwartz would be a good option, too. What about Jaden Schwartz? Would he fit? All right, we'll put Jaden Schwartz over there. Jaden Schwartz will play the left defense, I guess. And Zook, Hayes, Farabee. Yep, all right. And we got Giroux, Cutter, Konechny, York, Couturier. All right, much better. I feel better about that. See how those lines go within Game 3. Big game. First game in Philadelphia of the series. Let's go. All right, Game 3. Let's see what we got here. We're already putting shots on net. We're throwing that puck in deep. How about it? All right. Oh, the shots are about even. Halfway. Oh, power play. New changes work? No, they don't. Okay, well, that's not ideal. 5 minutes remaining in the period. I mean, both sides are getting a ton of pressure on net, throwing in a bunch of shots, but both goaltenders, brick walls. They're both brick walls. Spencer Knight, the American sensation, and the Canadian sensation, Philadelphia legend Carter Hart, is shutting down Florida as he's been doing the entire series. Okay, so through 1, about even. Both teams about even. 12 shots to 13. It's a very even game, very even matchup, I should say. It's a very even matchup so far through this third round. However, we need this fucking score. We haven't scored within 4 periods of hockey, okay? We have not scored within, 80 minutes of play time? That is ridiculous. Okay, we need to fix that. We need to score this period. This is pathetic how we have not scored yet. Let's start the second period. Okay. Somebody please score for us. We have had 4 periods of not scoring. Power play for the Panthers, nothing happens. Power play for us, nothing happens. Okay. Well, both goaltenders are being brick walls right now. I mean, they both are in the 20s for saves. I mean, it's going to be 0-0 going into the third. 25 shots to 23. 25 saves for Hart, 23 for Knight. I mean, the goaltenders, you knew going into this, the goaltenders were going to do fantastic. You just looked at stats, entering the round. Knight was having a master class against the first 2 piss-poor poverty teams they played against. And then Carter Hart played fantastic against the first 2 rounds. What was it? Hurricanes and who was the other one? Fuck, I'm going blank. Hurricanes. Who was the other one? Islanders. Took me a minute, but it was the Islanders. It's been a while since I've recorded. It's probably like 5-6 days. Been a little bit since I last recorded. However, that's 5 periods. 5 periods of no goals. Not happy with it at all. Can someone please just put it in the back of the net and someone just step the fuck up, please? All right, third period. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Is this going to be 0-0 going into overtime? Potentially, that's a possibility. All right, we're going to be halfway through the third with no goals. Ain't that something? We're going to say, oh, well, as I jinxed it. Aaron Ekblad, 1 finally trickles in for either side. It took them to the 30th shot attempt, and now they're up 1-0. And are we about to get shut out? 6 periods in a row? 6 fucking periods? Oh, my God. Someone step the fuck up. Score now. Please. You've got to be kidding me. A minute remaining. Come on. Jesus Christ. 6 periods of no goals. 6 periods. Now we're down 2-1 in the series. Hart, yet again, masterclass. Great. Good job. However, Knight had a masterclass too. Both goaltenders are lights out right now. And we have no offense. We're holding them down defensively and goaltending. They're not scoring. They're just not scoring. The Panthers are not scoring. Colorado's up 2-1. They dropped game 1 too. As game 1 as well. And I know it's a game 1 too. Game 1 as well as Florida now. They're both in the lead of their series. Is not panning out too hot for us. We need Jakey Poo back in the lineup. We need him here. We need to make changes to the second line. We can't be having this shit still going. I would say keep. I guess hypothetically, you can do Drew, Hayes, Farabee, Frost, Zuccarello, DeBrusk. You could do that, I guess. If you want to do that, I mean, you could. I mean, Konechny hasn't been too hot. I mean, Drew's had a. I mean, he's been just as good as Konechny, so I guess that wouldn't really do much. But I guess I would try and spice shit up, I guess. But that would be like a Hail Mary attempt if we drop this game and don't score at all. That's what that would kind of be. However, I think these lines would work pretty well with Giroux, Couturier, Cutter Gauthier, Konechny, Hayes, Farabee. I do think they would work out quite nice. So I am tempted to try it out. I mean, we have really no other option. But the first line's been great. I don't know if I want to mess with it. We're going to mess with it. Let's mess with it. Giroux first line. We'll put Konechny second with Hayes and Farabee. First line, I really like Giroux, Couturier, Cutter. And then third line, you got Zuccarello, Frost, and DeBrusk. And we're going to put on the second line power play. We're putting Jake back out there. Jake DeBrusk. There he is. All right. We need something to spice up the offense because it ain't working. It's not working out for us at all. We need to step up. We need to score. This is a very important game for. Very important game for. There's been 6 periods of hockey not having a Philadelphia Flyers goal. 120 minutes of not having a goal. This is fucking pathetic. It's about to be 140 here in a second. It might be 7 periods in a row without a goal. Oh, my Lord. Oh, man, Chuck scores in the slot. Oh, boys. Oh, boy. This ain't good. Oh, no. Oh, boy. We're down 1. Shots are about even. We're generating just as much pressure as them. However, one of their shots went in within the last minute of the first. We're down 1. Okay, well, I mean, Hart can only do so much. At some point, the offense has to step up. At some point, they need to get their heads out of their ass and be like, come on. They need to fucking score. It's plain and simple. Put the puck in the back of the net. Throw it on net. It will eventually go in. Spencer Knight is not fucking Martin Brodeur back in the 2000s, okay? He's not that good. We can score on him. Come on, step the fuck up. Let's go. Second period. We need a goal here. This will be 8 periods in a row if we do not score. We've already went 7. I mean, this is pathetic. Finally, and look who did it. Travis Dermott, the third line defenseman. Not even one of our forwards. I don't even know how to feel about that, but we're tied. At least somebody scored, and Nicholas Backstrom scored right in front of the net. Well, they're shooting. Now they're getting more shots on net, more pressure. This is absolutely abysmal. This is a travesty right now. Oh, my God. Well, I don't know, boys. I'm not feeling too hot about this. We're only down 1 going into the third. We finally ended the drought of not scoring through 7.5 periods, but that's still not good. I mean, we need to do something. We need to score in this period. We let one up with old fuck Nicholas Backstrom scoring. I mean, we need to do something. Somebody step the fuck up. Please. Cutter, where have you been? You've been non-existent in this series. Where have you been? Where's Cutter? Nowhere. He hasn't been anywhere. We haven't seen him. It's like trying to find Waldo. You're not going to see him in this series. We haven't seen him at all. I hope as me shit-talking him, he's going to score 3 goals in this period, or at least 1, please. Somebody. I mean, Jake DeBrusk score. He always comes up clutch whenever we need him. We need Jake DeBrusk to come up clutch. Just somebody. Fuck, Carter Hart can score. I don't give a shit. Just somebody. Please do it. Let's go. Third period. We got 20 minutes remaining before we go down 3-1. Ross Colton, the 4th line center. Oh, that was my... Oh, fuck you, Sam Reinhart. Jesus. Come on. Power play for Florida. Can we kill it off? We at least do that, but we're getting outshot massively right now. Oh, my Lord. Power play for Florida yet again. We get killed off. It's an 11-shot difference. What are we doing? Come on. You got 5 minutes remaining. Somebody score. Please. 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 No. Jesus Christ. We're about to go down 3-1 to Florida. We're about to go down 3-1, and we do. We're down 3-1. Going against the Panthers. Going back to Sunrise, Florida. Offense. I mean, it's just the offense. It's not been there. I mean, it just hasn't. We made line changes. They finally scored. Hart, I mean, he can't do it all. He can't. Carter Hart can't do it all. At some point, the team has to step up. They have to step up. They have to score. There's been no power play goals. We're going to try and mess with that right now. No one scored on the power play. No one's done anything worth of anything. We're putting Konechny back up there. I'm throwing the fucking kitchen sink right now. We'll put Konechny back at the first line. Giroux, Hayes, Farabee. I mean, maybe you want to go DeBrusque, and then you could put Hayes on the third line with Frost and Zuccarello. I mean, you want Jake DeBrusque? I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know what to do necessarily. I mean, you could throw Giroux over there. I mean, what can you necessarily do? First line power play. Okay, I get it. Thank you. We'll put Giroux off it. We'll actually put Brisgal off. We'll do... I guess we put Hayes in there. I guess Couturier, Konechny, Hayes, Cutter, and then Giroux, Farabee, Zuccarello, DeBrusque. I mean, you could swap out like Konechny for Zuccarello, maybe. I'm not sure what you do here. I mean, you could throw DeBrusque in there for Konechny. Was that even that smart? I don't know. No, we can leave it as that. Even strength, 5-on-5, Giroux, Hayes, Farabee. I mean, I guess we have to rock with it. We have to have faith in this team. We need to have faith. I mean, Hart's just doing everything he can. Hart is just keeping us. I mean, he's kept us in many games, and we're just not scoring. They're tied up 2-2 in the West. I mean, we need to get it. We need to get our shit together. Simple as that. We're down 3-1. This is the first time we've been down this bad in the playoffs since we made it last season. That's when we won the cup, obviously. But we haven't had our asses handed to us like this at all through this duration of this playoff runs the past 2 seasons. We haven't had our asses handed to us. I mean, this has been an ass whooping and domination for Florida since Game 1. Game 1, we took it to them. I talked way too much shit, and now look, it's backfiring. I talked way too much shit. However, Florida's got to remember, we are the reigning Cup champs. We've been here. We've faced adversity. We've had our backs against the wall, kind of. Not really, because we've always been up front in our series. However, we have the experience. Can Florida close one out? Florida hasn't been to a final since what, 96? They don't have any experience. They don't have anything. They can easily fold and choke, just like the Indians did back in 2016, or the Golden State Warriors. 3-1 lead. They can blow it. The Toronto Maple Leaf. You can do. I mean, we can still come back. I have faith in this team. We can still come back, but not with the way the offense is playing. If they keep playing the way they are, I mean, fucking pack it up, boys. Just start hitting the golf course. Get the caddies. Get everything. Pack it up. If they keep playing it like that, I mean, it's going to be tough. Cutter Gauthier, been invisible. Nowhere to be found. I mean, they need to step up. Cutter, I'm looking at you. Step the fuck up, buddy. Please. Couturier, where have you been? I haven't seen you. I don't know where you've been. I mean, they need to step up. The fucking guys that scored last game was Ross Colton and Travis Dermott. They're fucking role players. They need to, come on. The star players need to step up. Let's go. Let's win Game 5. Bring it back to Philly. Win Game 6. And let's go have a Game 7. Come on, boys. Power play for us. A 2-man advantage. Somebody. Jesus fucking Christ. Ha! Why? Power play again. We're not going to score. Oh, Giroux, thank you. I had to talk a little more shit. Claude Giroux. Cutter Gauthier. We finally found you, buddy. We found you. Oh, Florida scores. Oh my God. Sam Bennett scores on the power play. Bobby Brink. Oh, this is the offensive game we've been waiting for since Game 1. Oh, there we go. We're up 3-2 going into the second. I mean, okay. That was a big 20 minutes. We finally started clicking offensively. Giroux with the power play goal. Cutter Gauthier finally showed up after being non-existent for a long time. Bobby Brink scores. Then Florida wants to join in on the goal scoring action with Louis Tarainen and Sam Bennett. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight here in Florida. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath this game. It's going to be back and forth offensively with the way it's looking. Maybe offense is going to need to really do it. They're going to have, I mean, they're playing like it right now. However, they need 40 more minutes of absolutely just guns a-blazing, let your nuts hang, and just keep fucking throwing it on. That's what we need. We're out shooting them by 5. Let's keep it going. Hart, we need you to step up a little bit better. You had a bad period. We'll let it slide. Power play, kill it off. Good kill, boys. Good kill. 2-man advantage. Please. Please. 5-minute major, and we don't do anything with that. Another power play. Can we do something with... No, we can't. Oh, my God. This power play is so abysmal. Oh, boy. All right. Well, nothing's happened this period, which is good. We have more shots than them. We're out shooting them by 10. We're generating more pressure, which is great. However, we're only up 1. Thankfully, we're up 1, not down 1 or whatever. We're actually somewhat scoring this game, which is great to see. However, we need to pull away. I'm still not very comfortable with this league because Florida can get it going in a matter of seconds. So, if we want to keep it going, these next 20 minutes are crucial. Let's win this game and go back to Philly for Game 6 and have that electric crowd, even though we lost both games in Philly. So I guess the atmosphere and whatever doesn't matter. 10 minutes remaining in the third. We're going to slow it down. Okay, come on. We're out shooting them by 10 still. I mean, Matt Zuccarello, he might have just sealed the deal, boys. He might have just sealed the deal. 4.5 minutes remaining. If we can just hold on. I mean, Spencer Knight's facing a shit ton of pressure. And boys, what a crucial Game 5 win to move the series to 3-2 and back to Philadelphia. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. We have business to take care of. Zook, 2 points. He ain't going down without a fight. The depth, the third line and fourth line came up clutch. Karagoche, we found them. He finally scored for once. That was big. We needed that. However, we need to win one more to force a Game 7. We need to win Game 6 as Edmonton is beating Colorado. I don't know what the fuck. I was just about to make what noise. I don't know what the... If you guys heard that, I don't know what I was about to do. So, Florida and Edmonton are both on the brink of sealing the deal in Game 6. Both teams that went to the Stanley Cup Finals last season, us and Colorado, are on the ropes. However, we're still fighting. We are still going. We're still kicking. We have one more in us. Actually, 2 more in us. Because we win this one, we win Game 7. We have 2 more in us, boys. We have 2 more. Let's go. Let's win Game 6 in our own building. We don't want to lose all 3 games in Philly that we've played. No, we don't want to do that. We want to win at least 1 to make the fans happy. Because we gave them critical depression when they saw us lose in Philly. Both get 3 and 4. We can't have that happen. We cannot have that happen. We must win Game 6. We want to stay alive, go back to back, and start ourselves as a dynasty. This is the game to do it. Joel Farabee within the first minute. In the slot, he scores. We're up 1. Let's go. That is huge. How about Coots? Sean Couturier, make it 2-0, buddy. Oh, Florida, they're panicking. All 3 fans that they have, they're all panicking. Oh, power play for the Panthers gets killed off. And going into the second, we're up 2. 2-0. Shots, we're out shooting them by 3. We're looking good. We're looking good. Couturier and Farabee, massive shit we needed right there. Okay, that is huge. All right, second period, let's go. We got 40 minutes to hold on. Carter Hart, do your thing, buddy. Do your thing. Oh, man, Florida's really putting shots on this period. Power play killed off. Who would have thought? Oh, another power play for us. What? Another. Oh, there's another major. We're not going to score in another 5-minute major. Power play for the Panthers does get killed off. All right, well, here we are. 20 minutes away from forcing a Game 7 back in Sunrise, Florida. Come on, Hart, 22 saves. He's keeping us in it. He's done a lot this series. I mean, he's had a hell of a playoffs, hell of a series so far. The offense is just finally starting to wake up since Game 1, last game and this game. We need it. We need to score here. Well, not score. Hold on. We need to hold on. We have a 2-goal lead. These next 20 minutes is huge. Will we force a Game 7? Or will we lose in our own barn and, have Rise be all erupted in Philadelphia? Hopefully it's not the latter. Let's go. Carter Hart, I believe in you. I believe I believe. Let's go. Third period. Here we go. Florida's already putting a ton of shots on net, but Carter Hart is a brick wall. He ain't letting it happen. Power play for the Panthers. We're going to kill that son of a bitch off. Damn right, 10 minutes remaining. We're going to slow it down. We're still up 2. We're up 1 now. Backstrom scores, as I was just about to say, we're up 2. Okay, this is getting a little weary. Power play for us. We need an insurance goal. We need Claude Giroux. I got to pause for a second. Oh, Claude Giroux. Claude. Thank you. Thank you, Claude. Thank you. As I was saying, we need an insurance goal. Power play wakes up. Giroux wakes up. Finally. Holy fuck. That was so huge. Getting that goal. That insurance goal. That is huge. That is so big. Oh, this is fantastic. 4.5 minutes remaining. We are up 2. We're getting outshot. But we're 4.5 minutes away from Game 7. Come on, boys. Let's hang in there. Come on. Uh-oh. Lundell scores from the point. Uh-oh. This ain't good. Power play for the Panthers. Oh. It's a big one. Connect me. Short-handed. Oh. We fucking forced a Game 7. Anything goes for Game 7. Oh, shit. Oh, this is going to be big. Oh, this is going to be epic. Oh, this is going to be epic, boys. We came back down 3-1, and we have forced a Game 7 to potentially send us back to the Stanley Cup Finals yet again. And there's a Game 7 in Colorado and Edmonton. You cannot write this shit up. Both series are going to a Game 7. Oh, this is huge. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, it's the first Game 7 that we've seen in this Flyers franchise. Is this the first Game 7 even with the Blackhawks? Even including the Blackhawks, I think this is potentially the first Game 7 I think has been seen on the channel. If I'm correct. I believe I am. So, I think this is the first Game 7 on the channel out of any series we've done. So, this should be something. And we're not doing Game 7 this episode, boys. I hate to break it to you, but we're not doing it this episode. And there's a reason why I'm not. It's going to be its own episode. Next episode, Game 7, we're going to watch. We are going to watch Game 7 because I think it's it's a huge game. It's the Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals to set you up to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, this is fucking huge. I want to watch this game. I want to see how this goes. I want to watch this game. It's a massive game. Huge game. I want to see how this goes. Next episode, Game 7. Flyers, Panthers, winner to the finals. It's going to be something, boys. It's going to be a spectacle. It's going to be something. We ain't done yet. We're not fucking done. We aren't. We want the cup again. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in for the next one.